All protocol observed. I want to say I was not prepared to make any remarks. If you look at the program, I was supposed just to receive a report. But now that I've been told to make some remarks, I'll just speak from my mind. My name is Makali Mulu. I do represent the good people of Kitui Central. They have been very good to me and very sympathetic to my cause, that I've represented them now in my third term in Parliament. So when Okoa Uchumi was being started, that is 2018, I was still a member of Parliament. And over time, we have interacted with them to discuss matters public debt, matters economy, and budgeting issues. So most of the things which have been said here are true. And when I got this invitation to come, I said I have to be here just to listen to what the experts are saying, and more so, what Kenyans are saying in relation to public debt. But at the same time, my party leader, who is Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, was also invited to come and receive this important report. Unfortunately, he is not able to make it today. So in addition to my invitation, I was also requested to come and represent him. So I'm here on my own capacity and also here to represent my party leader. So when the report will be presented to him, I will take it on his behalf, and I will make sure I summarize the report for him. And I do believe that he believes what the report is saying. I'm an economist by training, so that's why at times I have a lot of interest in these things. And very quickly, issues of public debt, we've looked at them as Parliament. And I saw from the presentation by my friend Diana, it looks like all Kenyan problems are political. It's politicians who are causing all these problems. I don't want to become defensive because I think we do accept that we are not up to the expectation of Kenyans. But I just want to pose a few questions to Kenyans who are here. But before I pose the questions, let me just comment a bit on public debt. We've looked at public debt in Kenya and more so issues of transparency. And a few things do crop up. One of them is, what legal framework do we have to manage our public debt? When you look at that legal framework, you realize that actually Kenya is ranked among the countries with a good legal framework to manage public debt. As a parliamentarian, I do also agree that that framework is good. But there are a few gaps which I think if we brief on them, we'll be able to get it right. One of them is currently we approve budget deficit as Parliament. That is a lump sum figure. For example, we can say 5% of the budget. I think we need to do much more as Parliament. There's a time we have proposed as a committee, the committee I used to sit in, that we need to approve budgets or public debt more so at the level of thresholds. And the proposal then was, if the government is borrowing anything more than $1 billion, then that must come to Parliament for approval. So that in addition to approving the block figure, you also approve some specific amount. By doing that, Parliament will be able to look at the reason we are borrowing, and on the basis of that, then we'll be able to say, does it make sense to Kenyans or it doesn't make sense? The other thing which we have agreed to do as Parliament, and we recommended, and I'm sure when the Auditor General comes here, she will be confirming that. We also did recommend that, why don't we go for borrowing for specific projects, so that we unpack the borrowing and say we are borrowing for this specific program or project, And on those bases, then you can go to the other level and start coming up with a clear monitoring and evaluation framework to know whether we have achieved or we have not achieved. Those two areas have not been implemented. And that's one of the areas where we are not getting it right as a country. We would want to push for that as a country and as a committee. But one thing has happened that I think it's no longer a secret, because we all know, and we are Kenyans, we all agree that the parliament has been captured by the executive. I don't think that is a secret in this country. It is no longer a secret, it's open. So in a situation where you have a captured parliament, most of the things are not done in a normal way. We are in a democracy. Our democracy as a country demands that the majority will have their way, the minority will have their what? Their say. So we say, and since we are the minority, the majority will have their way. And I think that's why Diana at times wants to invite me for these things, because I belong to the minority who have their say. but I always remain very frustrated. At times I go home and I can't sleep because I'm asking, I wish Kenyans could, these parliamentarians could see what I'm seeing. But that is democracy. The second point, which is good, is the way the governance structure of our public debt. I know we all know very well that we have a public debt management office in Treasury, which is a very good office. That office is supposed to be answering all the difficult questions related to borrowing. But